Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to start a new little project. I haven't done this on camera before. I have made a couple of these off camera, and one of them, well, I made and finished, I did about 2 years ago. So it's been a long while since I've made one of these, and it's an envelope stack, or whatever you call it. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's an envelope journal unless you put pages in, but I probably won't do that, I don't think. But it's like a flippy floppy thing. Have I got my other one around? I am working on one at my craft club, and I thought, well, actually, maybe I'll work on one on camera as well, and see how different they end up, and then I'll show you them, both of them, at the end. So I've just got myself a whole selection of different sizes of envelopes, and I just thought I'd try and join them together and see what we come up with. I haven't planned it or anything. I try to avoid doing that because I'm not very good at winging things, but I thought I would just try and work with what I've got here and see what we can come up with. I'm not going to use them all, of course, otherwise we'll be here forever trying to cover it or to decorate it. And what I want to use to decorate this little envelope stack is this kit here from Shabbydabbydoodah, and it's called Papillon Green. And of course it means green butterflies. So these are the papers. They're really pretty. I actually printed off 2 of these. So there's this one. Oops, I'll push that up there. Oh, that's the wrong way around. And I've got this one. So lots of variety in this kit as well. So these are floral with some music notes as well. Just move this thing out of the way, it's just blocking things, so I can't put this up there. And then I have this one, another really pretty floral, and then this one here. And this is just such a pretty kit. I just thought it'd be nice to just work with this. Oh, I think that's the same one twice, so that's all right. I'm sure I can use, because I'll need to make some journal cards and tags and things to go in it afterwards. So that one, I think that's a really pretty one. And then I've got this one. There's loads of papers in this kit. I've got this one. I love this colour green, it's really gorgeous. I think we may have already seen that one. And this one again. So I've got a couple of them I have printed more than once, but that's okay, because you get through such a lot of papers when you do these kind of things, especially if you're making the ephemera as well. So was that one the same as that one? Yes, it is. Yeah, so yeah, I've got that a couple of times, but there's still loads of variety in there. So that would be a nice one to use, just to keep it all cohesive is the idea. Right, so I'm just going to put those up there, and we'll start off by just trying to come up with some sort of little envelope stack, have them all joining together. I'm not quite sure. I've got 2 the same there. Got a variety of sizes. As I say, a couple of 2 or 3 longer ones. This one is an avocado dyed one, so I'd like to use that because my avocado dyeing has never been very successful. So this is one of my better efforts, envelope wise. And actually, you can see I managed to get the pattern of a doily on it, which I don't suppose you can even see that on camera. So I really like that, but I dare say I might not cover it all because it's got quite that nice pattern. I might be able to keep a bit of that. And then I'd quite like to use this one because it's an envelope one, and I thought that would be quite pretty to line and then to put something inside it. So yeah, it's just a case of where do I start? Which one shall I start with? Shall I start with this one at the back? Yeah, I'm not sure quite how this is all going to go. It's been ages since I've done this. I've got to try and remember what I should do. So I quite like the idea of having that tucked behind there. And then maybe that one. I shall cut this down. That one there. I've got that flap there, so maybe I could, let's have a look. I don't know if I can tuck that in there because it's going to cover this window, isn't it? I could cut that down. I don't really want the window at the top. I fancy having the window at the bottom. Just got to figure out how this should go. It's not going to work like that, is it? Unless I do it. Let's just figure this out. So if I have that going that way, like that, and then I can just trim this a bit. So that can go that way. And let's try. And that can go that way. Like that. And then I can have that one like that. Alright. So this one, I think because it's already open-ended, is it going to mean that I've got... I'm not sure if that's going to work because it hasn't got a flap. It might not work too well, so we'll see if I can figure this out like that. Maybe some others in between. Maybe I'll do... I'm going to have to trim this down because it just takes up so much room. It just does not need to be that big. I say it's going to take me a while to figure this all out. It's been so long. I remember originally, I think I watched Rachel. I think Rachel's made... Rachel from Roxy Creations. I think she's made several of these. And I think I followed a video once and did it the way she did, more or less. But trying to do it my own way, sometimes a little bit tricky. Go like that. I don't know. Maybe that goes like that. Okay. I'd like to get in one of these taller ones in there somehow. So I stick with that like that. Could I do that? How's that going there? Like that. Okay. This is going to be very strange, I think. I'm not quite sure if this is going to work out, but we'll give it a try. We'll just try and, I think maybe just one more. That one, or another small one. That work like that, and like that. Let's see if that's going to actually do it like that. Let's cut this down. It really needs to have one on the top. Let's see, I think I've probably got too many now. That tuck under there. If I make this too big, it'll take us far too long to decorate it, won't it? So I'm probably going to have to remove part of it. I just want to see how I can fit it together. It comes like that and that. Now, like that, and like that. This doesn't feel right. That should go like that. Let's see how we're doing here. We go like that. So we've got that. That works. And I'll do another one around here. I can go around the whole stack, I think. And then maybe, or maybe just the avocado dyed one instead. I like to use that. And there was a small creamer. Maybe this one would be the good one to finish with. How about that? So then we go like that. How's that going to... No, that's got to go around that one. Okay, so like that, then like that, then like that. No. This isn't quite how I... This isn't quite how I imagined it might go. So I think I can do that. I'm trying to avoid looking at the one I did already. I'll just go around there. Now, is this going to work? I have another little one here, maybe. Otherwise, I might have to look at my other one. I don't want it to be too complicated. So I'll open it like that, then like that, and like that. Like that, and then like that. I think that might be all right. Maybe if I go up a little bit with that one, just so it just varies it, and then this one can go at the bottom. Now, where's this gone? Yep, you can go under there, and you can move down a little bit, maybe. How's that? How does that look? I think that might be interesting. Should we try that? I did want to use them all, so I've got enough here probably to do another one, if I ever feel so inclined. Right, let's try this now. Now it's a case of where do I start with the gluing. I'm going to try and trim down some of these big flaps. We don't need great big flaps like that, do we? It's going to go like that. and that's going to tuck in here like that. Right, let's do that. So let's try doing a bit of gluing and see what we end up with. Seeing if it works. Okay, I'm sure there are better ways of doing it, but I just need to figure it out as I go, and this is the best I can come up with at the moment. So I don't want it to be central, I want it to be about there, don't I? So I'm just going to mark where I need the glue to come to. And then I'll glue to there. Let's see how this goes. Okay. I'm hoping the glue stick is going to be strong enough for this, but then by the time you've covered it, it should be okay. I just need to trim this little extra bit of flap that we don't need. Right. And then the next one was to tuck it into this craft one, wasn't it? So right. So it's got a little thing. I might use my art glitter glue if I've got that somewhere handy. What have I done with it? Okay, where's the art glitter glue gone? There it is. Okay. So I did make one, as I say, for a friend, probably about 2 years ago, off camera, because I had to make it quick. So I think I just spent a weekend on it. I can't remember if I even did a flip through on camera. But no, I wish I knew how I made it now, because it did work out quite well. Fingers crossed this one will work out okay. Right, so I think this was next, wasn't it? Is that next? Or were these next? I think they were last, weren't they? Yes, because that's going to be the front. Okay. Take those out for a moment. How's this one going to attach? Okay. Right. Going to mark this where I need to glue. One of those little projects I've had on my mind to do for a while, and I thought it would be a nice easy thing to take into craft club, because you only need a few supplies. I don't want to take a whole pile of stuff when I'm just going out in the car, or going into a little club, because you only have a very small space to work in. So I thought, oh yeah, a little envelope journal stack thing will work nicely in that. And I thought, well, if I'm going to make one there, why don't you try making one in parallel on camera, and then we could just see, have I done it the right way around? Yes. See how they turn out, because they'll probably be very different when they're finished. And they'll be quite interesting to see, won't it? What each one comes like. So if I do them separately. Oh, okay. So that's that. So I just need to trim off these extra bits. Okay, so that goes there like that. Right, and then, so I'm not sure what we're going to do with this bit. I might have to glue that down and cover it. I probably shouldn't have trimmed that bit because it would have just covered it nicely, wouldn't it? Oh well. I wasn't sure what I was doing at that point. Unless I do it like that. And have this one like that. Would that work? No. I don't like that. I want that over the top of there. I want that around there, I think. And then this one. So I think I want that down there. And this one up here. Like that. Then they're all sort of staggered. Right, let's do that. And then I'll see if there's anything I can do with that flap. Maybe I'll add something else, I don't know. Right. Got to be careful here not to glue this all. Right. Oh no, I don't want to do that, do I? I've got to do it. Ah, no. I don't want to glue that shut. That's what I need to be doing. Back to the beginning again. Yes. Nearly glued the other ones that I don't want to be glued inside it, don't I? So I just got to wrap it around there. And these go like that. Alright, like that. And then this one goes at the top. I've just got to watch where I glue that as well. I think again he just goes round. Where are you going to go round? Yeah, goes round there. Goes from here. Right, okay. Right, so I think the only thing is, do I want to put something in here? And I suppose could possibly put this here, like that. And that would actually go in there quite nicely then, wouldn't it? All I've got to do is trim it down, and then I've got that and that. It pops open, pops that way, and I've got a pocket already here, and that would open here, and then it would open there, and that would open there, and that would open. Oh, so it's a bit flippy flappy backwards and forwards, but actually that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I think that's how mine's going to be. So I think I might. I'm just wondering whether to make this a bit smaller. Cut this down a little bit. Do I want it as long as that? I don't suppose it matters if it's a bit longer than the other bits. Okay, so I do need to cut this down a bit more. Doesn't need to be very wide, just to catch around it and act as a hinge or flap or whatever you want to call it. There we go. Right, so I could pop that there. Just trim this little bit off here. It's a bit untidy. Right, so I just need to glue that. Glue that over here. So I managed to get in my window envelope after all, which is good. Glue that down like that, like that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to start filling and deciding which side to make the pockets on and things. But I think we have a bit of a flippy floppy envelope stack. So that's it. That's my basis, and I'll just clear up all these bits, and then I'll be back to start decorating it. I'll be right. Right, so I've just inked around just a few of the first few pockets, envelopes, just so I haven't got to worry about doing that when I'm on camera. I did have a quick look at my other one that I've got in my bag for Craft Club and counted up how many envelopes I used on that one, and it was 7, and I've used 7 on this one, so that must be the optimal number, because I didn't even know that that's how many I used before, and that's how many I've used this time, so hopefully that's about the right size. But it is, I think it's ended up being quite different in the way the envelopes are joined. So I think for the first envelope, I really want it to show exactly what the colours and the style of the decoration is going to be. So I'm going to use a piece of this because it's the one that's got the most. It's got the colour, it's got all the butterflies, and it's just a really pretty piece. And I was going to put this one on within the frame, and then I decided that actually this bit is much prettier. So I think I'm going to cut that or tear that down so that I just got this piece here, because I think that's really pretty and it'd be a really nice front page. So that's what I'm going to do. What I might do is mark it and then do it on the board rather than on the envelope. So I'm just going to mark it there and there, and then I'll see where I tear it off at the bottom. I'll see if I can try and tear straight, which has always been a challenge for me. I never seem to be able to tear it straight. Okay, so far so good. That looks fairly straight. And where's the other piece? I think it was, just going to make sure I get it right. There's a couple of marks there and I don't know which was the one I made. Yeah, I think it's that one in the middle, that one there. So our neighbours, our next door neighbours that we're joined to, they've been on holiday. They've been away in Spain for the last couple of weeks, and I think they're due back next week. And Richard could hear water running through the wall between us. He kept calling me down and saying, "Can you hear this? Can you hear this?" And if you put your ear right to the wall, you could hear the water running. And he said, "I think they've got a leak or something." So we've got our neighbour in for him to come and have a look and have a listen. And they went round and had a look through the window, and the whole ceiling is collapsed through. So it looks like they've had a burst pipe, and it's gone right through. And the ceiling in their dining room, and right next to our room, has actually come in. So we don't really know what we can do other than, I think somebody else another neighbour has gone to try and let some friends of theirs know, because we haven't got any contact details for their family or anybody who's got a key. We don't have a key. So we're not quite sure what's going to happen, but it would be awful if they came back and found, the damage that will have been done by then. Will be pretty horrific. Poor things. So with any luck, these friends that our other neighbour has tried to contact will be able to get in there or let their family know or something. Right, I think that's about right. So I'm going to stick that on. I think that's a really pretty, and it just is a nice front page for this. Right, I'm just going to ink around the paper. So I'm hoping, and I may not keep to it, I'm hoping that with Rachel's weekly challenge going on as well, that I'll be able to upload a video Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That's because it used to be Monday and Thursday was my regulars, and then I used to pop hers in somewhere in between. But if I can try and aim to do hers to go up on a Wednesday, and then I could do my little projects to go up on Mondays and Fridays, that would be the plan. Whether I'll be able to stick to it, I don't know. That's what I'd like to do. That's what I'll be aiming to do. Well, yeah, I really like that. That's so pretty. So now I need something behind it that will enhance, sort of go with it a little bit, but perhaps be a little bit different. I'm wondering about this piece actually. Oh, I have to do the back, but I'd like to do the front of this next, I think. Like that bit. So I'll tear that down and see how that looks. Yeah, about there. Let's try that. See if I can tear straight again. Right, it's not so much the tearing straight, it's getting my ruler straight. That's my problem. Getting my ruler to lie straight and not slip when I'm tearing. That's the key. Okay, and this will be quite handy for putting on the backs of things for journaling, won't it? It's quite a nice journaling sheet, that one. Right, so if I can put that there, that flops over and that goes quite nicely with that. I'm wondering whether to bring that down a bit actually and take this piece off. Down there. How'd that look? I'm not sure how that looks a bit odd. Now I've torn it down. Let me see what else I've got. Let's go through. They've got plenty of choice. I'm not sure about the two butterflies together. They looked a little strange. Let's have a look. See if there's something else that might work. Maybe this piece. Let's just get these out of the way a second. What about that piece? Maybe that will work better. Let's try. Let's do it again. I think when you've got them layered, they have to work with each other, and I just didn't feel that quite worked for me. That's about there. Right, let's try this piece. There's so many to choose from. They are really pretty, these papers. Okay, let's see how this one looks. Yeah, I think I like that better. Do I want to bring that down a little bit? So we get the little dome there. Yeah. Yep, I think that's where I'd like it to be. I've just got to mark where I'm going to tear it. So that needs to go across the top of there. Right, I'll tear that first and then make sure the bottom bit lines up. Because I didn't want to go, I want to go across the top of these words, not have them torn in the middle. Alright. And then that one's there, and tear this one at the bottom here. Okay. Have a look at this piece now. I made it too big. I think I have a little bit. I think I've made it just a little bit too big. I think I need to trim it down on the side there a little bit. Okay. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. I think I might use a smaller ruler. Tear this down a little bit. Whoop, no, it didn't work. Always does that. I don't know, I can never quite get it to go all the way down without slipping. There we go. How's that looking? Of course, gone off pieced at the bottom there. So if I pull it over a little bit to straighten it up, I'm going to have to do something on that side. That's really annoying. What am I going to do? I don't know whether to embrace the and put a little bit of book page maybe down there. Maybe that's what I'll do, cover it up with something. I've got some little scraps of book page handy, so I might do that. Let's just glue it on. Oh no, I've got to ink it first. not straight. Okay. And I might just, oh, I've got to trim that because it's a bit, yeah, not quite straight there. It's funny, you think it's straight when you tear it out, and then it slips out of alignment when you glue it on. Let's see if I can find a little piece of something to go down the side here. And a piece of, possibly a piece of music, but I don't know if I've got a piece going the right way. What's this? Does that look any good? No, I don't really want English. It might be tempting to try and read it, which I'd rather have something in another language, like this. That's in another language. It's in German. No, it's not long enough. No, okay. There's another piece that's long, also in German. Will this work? Let's just try and do this bit straight, and then I'll do it. Okay. Doesn't need to be a very big piece, just a little bit of something to cover up my dodgy tearing. In fact, I don't think I need it even at the top. Go there. I hope the light's all right. It's actually 4 o'clock, so the light is beginning to go. It's quite a dull day, so I've got my overhead lights on anyway, so I'm hoping it's not too shadowy. I think when the light really goes outside, I'll have to stop doing this. But I don't think I've got much longer I need to do anyway. I think I'm running a bit out of time a little bit on this, but I thought I just wanted to make a good start at least on on the decorating, and then we'll come back and carry on. I just want to cover the pockets at the moment, or the envelope should I say, and then we'll add pockets, add things to go in the envelopes, and now it's sticking down at the bottom. Try again. Burn it. Okay, I think that'll be all right. Okay, I think that looks okay. So what I might do is perhaps I'll do the backs off camera.
Let me know if you want me to see me. Let me know if you want me to do the backs on camera, and I will. But if not, I'll carry on and just do the bits, the obvious bits, and do the other bits off camera. But I could do them on camera if you'd rather see me do everything, the whole process. Ugh. I think I might have to leave this one for now because it's a bit more complicated. I'm going to think about lining this one. I think line it first, just for the pocket, and then possibly collage the rest of it because it's very tall. Shall I just put a little bit inside there? What can we put inside? About see how that would look. That looks quite pretty. Don't look odd with half a butterfly. That's not going to be big enough. I'm going to try something out. I'm wondering whether just to go plain green, to be honest. A bit of this, maybe. Maybe that would be better. And then you can just, yeah, something maybe a bit more neutral would be better behind there. Let's have a look. Maybe a bit of that. A little bit of lightly floral maybe would be better. Because once you put something in it, you only just want something as a background, really, don't you? See how that looks. Maybe do the other way, we get a bit more of the floral, I don't know. Want a little bit of decoration, a little bit pretty, but not too. Yeah, I think that might be all right. And I really wanted some of my other glue, but my husband's been borrowing it and it's not up here, which is a bit annoying. Well, it's not really annoying as such, I just wish I remembered to bring it up because it will slide. Maybe I'll just have to have a go with the glue stick, see if I can get it in there without it sticking too soon. Okay. Let's give this a try. See if I can get it in. Right, so I managed to stick that in. My battery died, which is why you lost a bit of me doing that, but it was a bit of a struggle, so I ended up actually cutting down there so I could open it out a bit to get it in there properly, and then re-glued it. So it wasn't that easy to do with the glue stick, but it's in there now. And now I just want to collage this page a bit, and then that'll be it for today, I think. So I think I'd like to start with something a bit pretty in the corner like that. So I'm going to get my other tear ruler, the one with the nice jaggedy edge, and maybe just do that there. And yeah, so it's a bit of collaging, so I'm going to do a bit of that. I'll I've got some bits of book page here. This is some of my favourite German book page. I'm just going to tear down there. And let's see. I'll just take a little bit of the plain off the top. And then, yeah, I'll just take it off at the bottom of the script and that'll just fit nicely, I think. Okay, pop that there. And that can go there. So now I need something that's going to, oh, I've left myself with an awkward corner there, haven't I? I might have to put something there after. What can I put down here? More book page, I think. Oh, I've got some, have I got some music? I don't have a lot of scraps of music paper, so I may have to go into my bigger supply. I'll just have a quick look, see if I've got some music that would work. I've got that, but that's not really big enough, is it? But it might cover that funny little area, mightn't it? Okay, let's try a bit of this. This is from my box, one of the boxes I had from LA Hay Treasures, from Laureate LA Hay Treasures. This looks like Cyrillic script of some sort. No idea what language, it could be Russian. I don't know, but it's interesting, and I quite like things that you can't read. Well, you know, you can't understand what they are just by casually looking. I'd rather they looked a little bit just more decorative than something you want to sit and read. So I will tear that down there. It's a shame it's got folded in the middle. Hopefully I'll be able to glue that out. Just a little bit, or maybe I'll just take it right up to there. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll take it, tear it across where the fold is, and go across there. So I'll have that bit going under there. That bit can go there. Right, so far so good. And I'll just have to cover up this little section. I can just do a little piece across there. And then I want something here. So I could put this little bit of music, maybe, across there. Let's have a little something down the bottom here. Not that bit. I had a piece of it. What about this bit? Just fancy a bit. I think I need a bit more butterfly on this page. Maybe I'll just do it there. The hand tearing for the softer edges. I quite like those. I know not everybody likes anything too hand torn looking, but I quite like it. I like the softer edges of the tearing. I'm just rubbish at it. That's a bit of an issue, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I shall just keep on trying. I can only get better, can't I? Okay, I'll do that there. See if I can tear it more or less. Oops. As soon as I said that, it went awry. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it goes over the corner of the pocket a little bit. How about that? Okay, like that. That would look okay, I think. And then I did find a little piece that would be quite nice across the bottom there. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, there we are. A little piece of Paris. Okay, that can go there. And then we just need a little something to go down here. Let's get these bits stuck down, and then we'll see where we go with the rest. Now, we could, a bit of music there, or this little piece of, little floral piece, which is very pretty. Let's see which looks best. Little floral bit there. Yep, I'm going to put a little bit of floral. All right. Okay, oops, I didn't ink it, but never mind. Never mind. Alright, so that's enough for today, I think. I may well have gone over my usual hour, or the hour I normally aim for. But hopefully, with the benefit of a bit of editing, we'll be under the hour. And if you want me to do these two bits on camera, I will. If not, I'll do them off camera, and then we'll move on to the rest. There's plenty more to do. Okay, but actually I think that looks quite pretty as it is. There's going to be lace added, of course, and a whole bunch of other things and pockets and I don't know what else yet, but we will see. Yeah, we've made a start and I'm quite liking it. I love this kit, so pretty. So thank you for joining me today, and please do join me again soon. Bye for now.